This is a different breed of teenager. Teenagers have always gone through things. They've always been difficult. Ask any parent back to whenever. You ready for the club?
Ready.
Okay, case number 25S00632FY. People of the state of Michigan versus Evan McLeod.
We're shocked on behalf of the people.
And Mr. McLeod is here. Let's see.
Good morning.
Oh, I see. Go ahead. There's for the record.
Morning, we're here to present date after we had our pre.
Did you put your appearance on, Mr. Chocolate?
I'm sorry,
I didn't think I heard your appearance.
Attorney Victoria Targos for the record. I apologize.
Okay.
Yeah, we're here today, Your Honor, to appear on behalf of this case, Mr. Wright is my client. And we have made an earlier plea that was taken on advised by the court through Mr. Shockley. And I believe we're here today for sentencing for another pretrial review based on the documents submitted to the court that were filed on October 10th.
Yeah, it says here we're here for sentencing and a bond violation hearing. Let's see. Sentencing, we got a pre-sentence report for that. Let's see what the bond issue was. Josh, could you give us? Yes. Mhm. The bond issue was from a positive THC drug test on September 2nd.
What have been dealt with? Not dealt with?
Yeah, we dealt with this last year. Your Honor.
Let's see. 9/22 drug test positive. I got the report on 9/20. Let's see what we did. Nope, didn't deal with that. Because the last time we were here was September 8th. So we didn't deal with this one.
I'm sorry, could you direct me which one you're looking at? I'm looking at the sheet that says test result from 9/2.
9/22. Let's see. Oh, that's when I got it. Yeah, 9/2.
Yes. Your
Yep, that was it. Let's see. Okay, let's see what I said. Dismissed bond violation August to September 2, because the levels were going down. 9/2 tests were negative. Now, I don't know. It looks like we did deal with it, but I don't know. How did I get this like 2 weeks later? Because I apparently didn't have it. Weird. And this one is from October 10th. And this one says he's negative. So I'm good. We dealt with it already. I'm good with it. All right. So let's go to sentencing. What happened? Do we have a report? Did you have a chance to review it? Is it accurate?
Yeah, Mr. Stockman and I have reviewed the legal we have talked this and we have agreed that my client would plead guilty to child abuse 4.
Mm-hmm. And that's what we did. And so we got the pre-sentence report. So I'm supposed to have any contact with Adriana McLeod.
Yes. And
Order
it is-
expires in June of next year.
Your Honor, finally.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. I also want to just add to the court's knowledge that the minor child is being in custody of grandfather. And father has not seen or spoken to the minor child since Father's Day. And we'll do everything to abide by any court orders until such time as we get
Judge, sorry.
potentially exercise
Sorry.
time or reunification.
Is there any kind of CPS going on with this?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what's the status of that, sir?
which is court date back to after this was, taken care of, okay, November 22nd.
Yeah, I see it says your daughter reached out to you, but you didn't answer, which is hard, but you didn't, which is good.
Hey there, sorry to interrupt the video, but I wanted to take a moment to let you know that TCF is a channel that is 100% human created and human driven. There's so much AI slop out there on YouTube right now, especially in the LawTube space, that I think it's important to point out that every video that we have here on this channel is human created, human curated. We make all the decisions, we do all the editing, it's all us. So if you appreciate that human touch and that human interaction, please do consider subscribing to the channel if you aren't already. Leave us a comment on the video, put a thumbs up. Those things really help us. And if you want even more human interaction, consider joining us for our live show every weekday morning. Okay, sorry to interrupt. Back to the video.
And I might be allowed to help you today.
Yeah,
Before you make a decision.
absolutely. I'm gonna let him speak too. So you go ahead while I'm reading.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm here today on behalf of Adam Club because I've known him since his little baby girl was 2 years old. I was the attorney. That's why I'm here. I was the attorney that literally helped him get his little baby girl back when mom was attempting to kidnap and take her out of state. My firm was able to do an ex parte through circuit court, and we met mom on the border and brought him back. And Mr. McLeod has done everything he can to be a good dad. I mean, he has gone above and beyond, even though he had, and he even had to fight to prove he was the father. With the
He what?
To prove that he was the father in a paternity action. So he's fought, he has done his job. Now, this case that happened here today, before us, it's nothing proud or too good to come before a court like this, but I want to mention to the court that his daughter is 15 years old now, and she's very mature for her age, I could say that, and is very willing to challenge the father, authority, things like that. But that doesn't dismiss any of her fears or trepidations. It just, I would like, if you could, Your Honor, to be merciful and him on Mr. McLeod, because he has been a very good parent, has supplied, has been there when mother is gone, she's missing, gone, she's getting into drugs and activity. He didn't have to take on this duty, but he did willingly and lovingly. And he's got a great support system with his mom. The family lives here in Southfield, and grandma's heavily involved. And this whole event that took place, it's very sad, very, very sad. But we ask if you take into consideration all of the good conduct and all of the years of support and contribution to this young girl. And he actually has no problem at this point in time with her staying with grandfather, because I think he's a little bit, concerned and frustrated too with some of the way that she acts out at times. So I think that will be a good plan, maybe for the separation to continue. And then there could be a reunification process through the family court, through your guidance, down the road. And in the meantime, Evan, whom I've had my eye on him for a long time, he needs to not drink. He needs to not smoke. He needs to not do this.
I see he's says he smoked marijuana daily since age 14. That was a long time.
Say that is chronic.
Very much so.
And
But then he stopped since June of this year. How do you feel?
A lot better, Your Honor.
exactly.
I had two gentlemen appear before me separately, different times, and they both thanked the court for banning the use of marijuana, which was very interesting, because they said one guy said he was never motivated and he was able to think more clearly. And so now he had more energy, he was more focused, he was more directed to get up and accomplish some things that he said he never even was motivated to do. And pretty much that's the way both of them felt. So there's something to be said for clearing your system of things that might affect you and slow you down and then affect your mental acuity.
Yes, I feel 100% excited.
Go ahead.
Evan has always worked. He's always maintained employment. He's always maintained a job, sometimes two jobs. But we have it all the time. I know him for his late 20s, 30s, now he's pushing his 40s. And I said, got an opportunity to make something in him and become a very productive citizen in society. He's very bright, he's very smart, he's very light. So this is a story that he's not to end well, Your Honor. And I know that Mr. McCall is committed to continue to move in the right direction.
What would you like to say, sir?
Like I said, I'm sorry for everything that happened. I am very appreciative for getting this time to have a clear state of mind. Um, Definitely appreciate that. And if given a chance, I would never do anything like this again. I would definitely take time to thank you.
Are you still working with your therapist that said you missed a class that you were taking with her on anger management or a session? So she discontinued. Are you trying to work back with the therapist?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm having this problem with the case manager. She is supposed to contact me for a monthly meeting. So the case manager FaceTime the wrong number and cancel my appointments. That's why I missed. I'm thinking about changing sites that I'm getting counseling from and I had to deal with this. But I did have a meeting with my anger management lady last Friday morning, and I have another one set up for Thursday morning.
So those anger management classes, how long are they? For how many weeks?
I'm taking them for as long as necessary. I mean, it wasn't a court order, so I didn't get like a time frame on that one. It was just something I wanted to do myself to be a better person. I continue to, so I plan on continuing that as long as necessary, not forever.
Well, you got a 15-year-old. Not only do you need to understand how to keep the anger in check, because it's easy for them to trigger. I get it. I mean, I understand that part. You need some parenting classes on how to deal with them. This is a different breed of teenager. Teenagers have always gone through things. They've always been difficult. Ask any parent back to whenever. But that's a normal. It's a growing stage. It's a stage where they're trying to test their waters. They don't know anything. They're just trying. And so as they try you. But now it's a lot more different because there's so many factors out here that are external factors that are sort of encroaching upon your authority, that are out there pressing them to do this way and act this way. And it's hard for a young person to ignore those things and stand up and be their own self, be their own person. So you're dealing with that. And anything else that comes with a 15-year-old, rebellion, refusal to follow the rules. And doesn't mean that the children don't love the parents. I don't even think that has anything to do with it. They might tell you they hate you just because you're putting rules in place, which they don't like, which they will understand down the road. We're okay. So you have to sort of learn how to adjust to that, deal with that, how to penalize that. I don't know what area you're from, but I know there's an era of, hey, you smack them. Well, just a little bit on the butt or whatever. That's kind of doesn't work these days for numerous reasons. Number one thing, it might be illegal. There's something called reasonable discipline, but most parents go past that. Most children threaten you. I'll call the authorities on you. Then they realize they're out of their own loving home because they did that. So you have to find a different way to connect, a different way to assert your authority, a different way to quell your anger at the disrespect that you might receive, because they might call you something to your face. I mean, this is the life that we're living in right now. Whereas back in the day, you wouldn't dare say anything to a parent, call them out of their name, tell them what you were going to do.
Well, they still had a same relationship around.
Yeah, it's like, you're scared of her today.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. In a nice way.
Wait, sure.
So that's what you got to work on. And it's a hard task. I don't envy anybody raising 18. They're good till a certain age. Then they're good after that age. But it's those 10 years or so in between there that are very difficult. So you're going to have to work on that. And I think that's what my goal here would be, is to get you there to the best of my ability. And, and you got to practice these tenets that you're going to be learning through your own therapy, through classes, whatever. Because you never know. It's like, when you take martial arts and you're training and you're ready, if you ever, had an assailant, you're ready to, do what you need to do to quell the situation and fight back, but you never have an assailant. So then by the time you get the assailant, if you ever get one, you're like, oh gosh, I can't remember what I'm supposed to do unless you're constantly training. So it's a continuous kind of thing. So that if it does come up and you do get a fat mouth back or whatever it is that the child is going to say or do, you're ready for it. And you just don't react for reacting's sake. Because it's real easy for anybody to get under anybody else's belt. It's hard to restrain yourself and to be cool, calm, and collected and to act with authority in a commanding way without reaching out and hitting or whatever, or yelling, whatever it is that you were formerly doing. Before I pass sentence, Mr. Shockley, would you like to be heard?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. So, well, I think it's good that you're not drinking, you're not doing anything. I think you're starting at the right place, which is with a clear head. And that's where you start. Because then it's clear, you're able to accept more knowledge. Because you're not cloudy with anything else that would be precluding you from absorbing it. So that's a good thing. So we're going to put you on a term of probation. I think the recommendation is good, 12 months. I think that's just enough time to get you into these classes. And if you, for whatever reason, finished everything early, then you could ask for an early release from probation after, I think I could do that on a child abuse, Mr. Shockley. 4th degree. Yeah. So you could ask after 6 months, if you think you've done everything, you've benefited. We have a form that you could fill out. You can ask probation for it. And they will, and you just fill it out and tell us you want to release and why. Then probation will weigh in on that form, tell us what your level of compliance has been. They will send it to the prosecutor. If he has no objections, they'll send it to me. If I don't have any objections or concerns, then we'll just release you on paper. And even if you haven't finished paying your fines and costs, that's fine. We'll set up a payment arrangement for that, but at least you'd be off of the reporting probation part of it. If there was an objection from the prosecutor or from myself, then we'd set it for hearing and come back and discuss whether or not that's the best course of action at that time. Okay? So right now, 12 months probation, $480 probation, oversight fees, fines and costs at $400, jail term, credit for 1 day. There is a PSI screening fee of $100, a $75 crime victims' rights fee. Also, we're going to give you 2 days community service at a nonprofit agency. Continue your mental health counseling. Of course, no alcohol, unprescribed drugs. There's drug and alcohol testing for that. Right now, we will continue the no contact with your daughter until that all gets, since you've got another court dealing with that, we'll probably take their lead on that. So that would be Adriana, ADRIYANNA McLeod. Um, we'll ask you to continue anger management classes, or if that's not working, we'll send you to a 22-week anger management course, more in depth. Also, we'll do some parenting classes if we can find parenting classes for teens. That would be the focus for that. Maintain your employment. And I've already assessed those other fees. So, yeah, that's to complete the sentence of the court right now. Right? So you'll go down to probation and check in with them, and they'll let you know when to report for whatever orientation they do. And that's what you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. Please do let us know in the comments what you thought of this video. If you'd like to support what we do here, the best way to do it is to pick up some of our merch. You can find it at courtroomfiles.com.